Good morning, good evening, good afternoon guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful day and that you are safe and well, and I hope that you're enjoying the sunshine. We've had so much nice sunshine here in Stirling and I've been loving it, absolutely loving it. So welcome to the new layout. Now it probably doesn't look that much different for you guys actually from this angle. There is a new flat tour kind of coming in the works, and I wanted to film this video because today marks 6 weeks since I reduced my medication. So I wanted to do a Mental Health Monday talking about antidepressants. So without further ado, let's go with the intro. To do this video because there is so much stigma around antidepressants, and I feel like there needs to be more videos on YouTube about medication for your mental health, and I think that that's so important that we talk about it to break down that stigma, and I think that I wanted to get on board with that. So I'm going to talk to you today about my journey with antidepressants, my journey coming off them so far, and what I'm doing to help my mental health right now. So I went on medication, I want to say about 2 years ago, and I went on it because I felt like I tried everything. So when I was struggling with my mental health, the first thing I did was try therapy. I tried everything I could because I kind of succumbed to the stigma that medication was a weakness. And I think that's totally not true. Medication is actually a sign of strength because you have decided that that is what you need to help yourself. And I think that it is most important to compare that to diabetes, for example. Diabetic people use insulin. It's not a weakness. It is a biological factor that they just need to inject or take. And I think that's basically the same with mental health. If you need to take antidepressants, whoa, the sun just went behind a cloud and it's gone really dark in here. If you need to take antidepressants, then that's what you just need to do. And I think that if you think about the chemicals in your brain, it is not a bad thing to be taking those sorts of chemicals. So I went on medication when I was 18, I think I might have been 17, and I went on citalopram. So citalopram is a form of SSRI, which is basically an antidepressant. I went on it and I was on 10 milligrams to start with, and from there I was on that for about 6 months, and then I began to struggle again. So when I started struggling again, I went to my doctor and asked to increase my dosage because, again, just like that first time that I went on medication, I felt like I'd done everything. I changed my environment, I changed the people in my life, and I was still feeling quite low. So I asked if I could increase my medication dosage. So I wanted to go from the 10 milligrams to 20 milligrams, and that is what I asked my doctor. But my doctor actually said that citalopram was linked to heart issues, and that I would be better to increase my dosage with a different medication. So from then I then changed to sertraline, which I was put on 50 milligrams because that is the equivalent of 10 milligrams of citalopram. From then, after a week and a half, I actually felt worse and my mood had actually somehow managed to drop. So from there, I then increased my dosage because I'd not had any side effects. Up until now, I hadn't had any side effects from my medication. And I think that stayed pretty continuous throughout my antidepressant journey. So From then on, I increased my dosage to 100 milligrams, and I stayed on this for a couple of months. The thing with antidepressants, especially SSRIs, is they take a while to kick in, and I think that's the most frustrating thing about medication, because you think it's a quick fix, but it's not. It takes a while for your body to kind of process those chemicals, and you have to take it every day for that to happen. And I stayed on 100 milligrams for a while. Now, around about the summer, I really started to struggle again, and I went to increase my dosage. So I went to 150 milligrams. Now, the highest dosage for sertraline is 200 milligrams. I think I touched that. I think I did go up to 200 milligrams for 2 weeks, but I might be wrong. And then I dropped it back down. Now, all the while I increased my meds and changed meds, I never had any side effects, never had any headaches, never had any increased anxiety, never had any of the brain zaps that you can get. The only time I had a headache was if I missed more than 1 day of my medication. So I would be fine if I missed a day of medication, but if I missed, say, 2, 3 in a row, that was when I really started to struggle. My brain, my head started to pound, I started to get the brain zaps, and I just started to feel really like migraine-y. So overall, I hadn't really experienced any side effects with my medication, which I am lucky and I am grateful for. A lot of people struggle with the side effects and I just didn't. But I think that's because I went on them gradually. So I started at 10 milligrams and then I built up slowly, rather than just starting on a high dose. So around about January, February maybe, I started to decide that I thought that it would be time to try to wean off my antidepressants. And this was totally my choice, through nothing to do with it. My reasons were that I'd been fairly level and I wanted to kind of challenge that, and I knew that it would be a big risk to reduce my medication, but in the future I do kind of want to be off them, and I think that is a big goal of mine. I think I want to be able to say that I've beaten depression in the future, and I feel like, yes, I've beaten depression while I'm on medication, but I would rather say I've beaten depression and weaned off my meds as well. So I feel like you haven't truly beaten depression until you've totally come off the medication. So I kind of wanted, I'd been level for like a couple of months at least, and I wanted to try to reduce my medication. So I sat down with my coach, discussed the best time in the plan to reduce my medication. If there was any side effects, this would have been the best time because it was far enough away from competition and it was away from a really hard block of work. So if my mood dropped, it wouldn't be too bad, but it wasn't an easy block, so my mood would generally be lifted from training. And we decided that it was best to reduce my medication 6 weeks ago. So in those 6 weeks, a lot has changed. Our plan totally changed. I'm no longer racing, I'm no longer training. And I think that initially when we went into lockdown, I panicked. I thought that I was going to have to increase my medication again. I thought that my mental health was drastically going to go downhill because of the fact that swimming was taken away from me, my support network, my friends, my family had been taken away from me, and I kind of was predicting the worst. But I'm sat here and I can honestly say that this is the most level and happy I have genuinely been without the help of anybody else. And I'm so proud of that, and I'm so genuinely happy. And I'm going to tell you how I've done it. So if you're trying to come off your medication, or even if you're trying to help your depression or mental health, these are my tips for you. 1, write down everything you're grateful for every single morning. So in the morning, I write down, today I am grateful for, and then I make a big long list. It just starts off the morning with gratitude. It starts off the morning on a happy note. You realise that you are well, you're healthy, and you realise that you have such an amazing life. So chances are you're watching this, you have the ability to connect to the internet. A lot of countries don't even have the financial security to have a computer or a laptop, and you are totally in the financial situation that you can. So you could be grateful for your health, your friends, your family, your pets, even little things like my mum said she was grateful for flour because then she could bake. And I took the absolute mick out of her, but if that's what she's grateful for, then that's what she's grateful for. Number 2 is to write down affirmations every morning. So what I do is I do this all at the same time. I do my gratitudes, affirmations, and my tip number 3 all at once. Then it's done as soon as I wake up. So affirmations are things you want to tell yourself. So they can be in the shape of goals, in the shape of changing your doubts into facts, or just about your personality. For example, you could say, I am a good daughter, friend, and family member. I am a kind person. I am a good person. I have a reason to be alive. These are all very kind of personal and like against depression kind of things. In terms of goals, you could say, it is the 31st of December and I have come off my medication. I will beat depression. I will graduate uni and be happy and healthy. All of these are perfect examples of affirmations. So they generally are I am, I will, I have, I will be, I am going to, and these are all things that you should write down after your gratitudes. This just eliminates any doubt. So any doubts you may have about yourself, change them into an affirmation. Say you're saying, oh, I don't know if I'm going to beat depression. Say, I will beat depression, and say it out loud. It will change your life. Number 3 is to watch a motivational video. So every morning I do the Great at 8, and it's just over Zoom. Feel free to join if you want to. It's super chill. We basically do our gratitudes, affirmations, and motivational video all at once. And this this idea I got through Arbonne. I can do a separate video on Arbonne. And the motivational video, I have a playlist on this channel that is public, so feel free to just watch some of them. Or you could type into YouTube motivational video confidence, motivational video self-doubt kind of thing. And what I like to do is take notes on these because I feel like I take it in more. My mum likes to just sit and watch it and just absorb it. But it depends on what you like to do. My 4th piece of advice to maintain happiness and to fight your depression is to eat healthily. And I think that that's so important. Let's make sure that you're getting your vegetables, fruits, your daily protein, your daily carbs, your daily fats, and make sure that you're eating well. I think that the phrase you are what you eat is so important, and I think that a lot of what we put into our bodies reflects in how we feel, and that is scientifically proven. and it also reflects in your skin. So I think that our skin, our mind and our body are all interlinked, and I think that it's very easy to fall into a bad pattern with food right now. And I think that for your mental health, I think it's so important to maintain some sort of normality. Number 5 is to exercise. Obviously right now it is crazy times. Exercise is so important to keep yourself sane. Serotonin release has been proven to happen during exercise, so make sure that you're going out for your Boris walk, go out and do a circuit in your garden, climb the stairs 10 times, do some sort of physical activity to help yourself get off the couch, because it is so easy to just sit and watch Netflix all day. Don't do it. Do some sort of workout. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this has helped somebody. I know it was a little bit of a mix-up. They're the 5 things that have helped me with coming off my medication. Hopefully I will be making a part 2 of this where I have come off my medication, but that is very much in the future. So I thank you guys for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or found it useful. Click the subscribe button to see more videos from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, stay safe.